Hello, YouTube family. This is Ravi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And thank you so much. We are now 16K family, and we are approaching 20K family very soon so that I can bring a new series. But nevertheless, I am bringing a new series from this week onwards, which is on UI Builder. So stay tuned, guys. And now, whatever the video I am doing today is in continuous with this series, which is nothing but Learn ServiceNow integrations from scratch. And if you would have remember, if you have gone through these videos, there was a missing video called put and patch. So how you can update the same record from one system of ServiceNow to another system of ServiceNow dynamically, not by hard coding it. So we are here for that video. If you are very new to this channel, do share and subscribe. And if you have not watched the previous videos, please go and watch. Is Without this, you cannot understand this video. So I'm hoping you will watch first basics, then e-bonding, then JSON parsing, and then you will watch this video, which will be day 4 actually. 3.1 I will put, day 3.1. So let's get started. Now this is my brand new ServiceNow system. We start with 188042, and this is also another ServiceNow system. This is brand new and that is older one. So now the requirement is, suppose I create an incident on one system to another using post, which we have already did. Now if the incident is already created, now we have to update the same incident dynamically. If I update on my source system, the same has to be updated in the target system. So we have to first think what are the features we need to be developed here. For example, this is my ServiceNow 1 and this is my ServiceNow 2, and suppose I am taking on color. So here to here you have already integrated. So for ServiceNow 1 it is outbound. For S2 it is inbound. So O and I can put here outbound and inbound. So here the ticket is created with INC some number. Now here the same ticket is created with some other number, and we have make the SysID common so that in future we will make sure that if I update here, the same update will happen here. So here it was post, but now what we can do is from here we can use patch method or put method. So there are difference between patch and put, both used for update. If you have larger number of updates, go with the put method. If you have a smaller update, go with the patch method. Patch, you might also have heard about it, like integration patching, or you might have heard about your security has a patch upgrade. So they are upgrading something. Even ServiceNow has the patch release of Yokohama 2. So what they are doing, you already have an existing system. Over there, you are fixing something or giving an update XYZ. Even your phone also, whether you are using Android or iPhone, doesn't matter. You will get a patch upgrade. Same thing we have to implement. So let me do that first. So before that I do it, we should know what is REST message, which we have already covered in the past series, guys. So you can go ahead and do it. Over here, I have to do, this is my source system. You can check here. Everything is mentioned. So come here and we'll go to the REST message. And over here, we are creating outbound because this is my source system. So outbound, and for other system, it will be inbound. So I'm going to create a new one because this is brand new system. I have to do everything from scratch. So now let's create. So let's say first uh, e-bonding. What is e-bonding? If you create ticket, request, anything from one ServiceNow system to another ServiceNow system, same system of same type is your e-bonding. If you do Jira to Jira is also e-bonding. But when you do ServiceNow to Jira is third-party integrations. So I have to give the endpoints, and obviously I have to reach out to the other team to get the endpoints. So I'm just giving this endpoint as of now on the very first page, and I am saving the record. Second point is, okay, I think already I just, so let's put here demo YouTube. And this was requested by one of my YouTube subscriber. So he has some requirements, so I'm creating it. And guys, do join us on podcast. We are coming every Saturday with Omendra. You can go and check his channel as well, where we are doing real time stuff. What are the problem being faced? And this was raised in the today's call itself. So I am doing that video on your request. E-bonding demo on YouTube. And now we have to bring an authentication. Obviously, without authentication, we cannot enter the system. Just think of it, a place where you have everything, but it is locked. You have to break that lock. You have to go to, I am going with the basic right now. Auth videos will be also coming very soon. So I'm going to create a new profile here, and you can use admin credentials, or you can create a user and share that user with the previous system or the source system. We call that user as service account user. So we are going to use admin credentials as of now to show this demo. You can use any user, create an account of user and give the role called SN underscore platform REST API. If the role is given to him, he will be able to do it. But right now I'm using admin credentials. So I'm going to manage password. Don't copy this. I will reset the password after this. I'll put the password, I'll put admin, and my instance name is dev181562 suppose, and submit. Perfect. We'll come back here to my source system and let's save the record. So first let's create post, and after that I'll create batch. So we are going to create a HTTP method. So if you remember in the previous videos, I have given you the prerequisite to do any integrations. So you have to follow that prerequisite to perform any integration in ServiceNow. I'm not discussing here, I'm just giving you an overview here. The prerequisite first is your address endpoint. So now we need an endpoint here. Who will give me? Third party, which is here. Now on this third party, you have to come to a place called REST API Explorer. I think you already know this, but someone who's very new to this video is not at all for you. Go back and watch the first video of integrations, then only you come here. Else it is very difficult for you to understand. So REST API Explorer will give you the endpoint URL. So this is the first time I'm opening, that's why you are seeing this message. From the next time you will not see this message. So what it is called? It is called table API, because ServiceNow is a game of table and we create record, update record, delete record on the tables itself. Okay. So we have this option called post. Inside the post, I will go with the incident as of now. And we have this URL. Doesn't matter. We'll copy this URL. Come back. Put this URL. And instead of table here, you have to put incident. Okay. Done. Second part is authentication. We have already did authentication. Third part is what method we are going to choose. So to create a record, we need post. So we don't have to discuss this. We have already discussed in the previous video. Please go and check. This is nothing but create a record. And now we need a JSON body. So when I explained in the last video, to create a record over here, we need a JSON body. Day 2, you can go and check. Day 1 also you can check. So JSON body is required to transfer the data from one system to another, is a data format. So how I'll get the JSON body? What I have to create? So this also you have to check with your third party provider. Right now third party provider is my ServiceNow, and I can get here with the help of JSON builder. This is a place where you can build your JSON. So we'll click on ads, and let's say we are going to send caller. Then we can send short description, suppose. So we are sending these two. Copy this, go to the source and put it here in the content body. Now caller is something which is reference field. So caller will be always presented with the help of sysID. So anything which is reference will be sysID. So we can pass the sysID, but here we are making it dynamic. So how to make it dynamic? We can put here dollar, double quotes, dollar, curly braces on, and put any variable name. So give caller, bracket off, and quotes. And here also you can put, this is short description also to be dynamic. Short description. Now this will, when I hit their URL, it will create a record right away. But I want to make sure that this is hit only via scripting. I can go ahead and click on test, no worries. But I wanted to hit it via scripting. So what I will do is comma, and before that I will make both the systems this ID similar. so that I can update it. So I will put here sysID. SysID is a column which is created by default by ServiceNow when you create a table. So there are 6 columns created when we create a table, guys. Remember that point. We have already discussed these things on our admin video. So now I am saving this record. I will go ahead and click on auto generate variable and scroll down. You see, we have the variable created. Don't have to do anything here. Click on this option called preview script uses. This will give you a script for you. And this is the script which I will be using it. So now the use case says, whenever an incident is created on my normal table of incident, here, when I create an incident, the same incident should create on third party. Here my third party is ServiceNow, this one. Here I will go ahead and see how many incidents we have. Let's check. So we have 67. Okay. And I will just create a filter called created on today so that we will get to know. Created on. Nothing is created as of now in my target system. Now we'll go back to our source system and we will write a rule. Everyone knows about that tool, business rule. If you don't know, go and check the other playlist, which is nothing but ServiceNow scripting. And here I have discussed about business rule, which is here. Business rule before, after. So my requirement is once the record is created. So I will use after insert or async insert. Async will be little faster and it will run in the background and will give you the data right away. But right now I'm going with the after business rule. Async will not wait for other activities. But right now I'm going to use after business rule to show you the demo. So I will write here business rule. And now under this business rule, under system definitions, we have business rule, open it. And I'm going to create a new business rule on the incident table. On my source, see, this is source, not target. So first I'm creating, then I'll go with the patch or puts. So let's say e-bonding, demo, choose your table. I am choosing my table called incident. Okay. And now advanced section. First, this section called when to run after insert. After insert on which table? Incident table. What action I am going to perform? So here I will copy the same script whatever was given by ServiceNow. This one. So I'm going to copy from here to here. Copy and put it back. And make it big. So let's remove this part. We don't require. Try catch, not required as of now. They're not handling errors. And I guess everything looks good. No, not look good. Yeah, this I'm deleting. And this I'm deleting. Perfect. Now see, you know that what is REST message v2. Someone who is seeing for the first time, this video is completely new to you. Please don't watch this video before you know the method what is REST message v2. It acts as an API that allow me to go to this particular e-bonding REST message which I have already created here. See, indirectly taking this endpoint from this HTTP method and indirectly clicking on test with the help of execute. So now I am just passing the current value because it is business rule. I don't have to explain you that. So business rule comes with two objects out of the box called current and previous. So current refer to the current table object. Previous refer to the current table, previous value of the object. Right now, since as these, I think, short descriptions, I will put current dot short description, the backend name of, let me first save it. So when I am putting short underscore description, this is nothing but the backend name of short description. So keep in your mind. And I put caller, backend name of caller. So let me just write it down full short underscore. Okay. Short description. Now caller is current.caller ID. Caller ID. And sysid is current.sysid. Perfect. So now I am saving the record and I am going to create the record. This was little quick because this I have already explained. My motto of this call is to have put and patch. So now let me go to incident table, refresh the page, and I can add a message also here, guys. gs.add info message. Record created. I want response status. What is the code? So if record is created, what I will get? 201 code. Okay. The code part, everything I have discussed from scratch. So please go and watch if you are watching for the first time. Don't feel like I'm doing very fast. There's a reason why I'm doing fast because this is a short video, not that big video. Here we have already discussed about admin development integrations from scratch. So let's get executing it. Click on new, and I'm going to bring a caller here, which is, let's say, put common caller, let's say able tutor. Okay, and put short description is testing e-bonding. Perfect. If I click on save, the record will be created. See, 201 created. Let's go and check. This is my source system. Refresh the page. The record is created, testing e-bonding. Open this record and now see the sysid. Sysid start with 8868. So sysid is this one. I'll copy the sysid and I'll check whether we have the same sysid or not. Yes, guys, we have the same sysid. See, you can match this sysid with this sysid. Exactly same. So in case of patch and or put, we have to make sure that the sysid should be common. Now let me go back to REST message, and this time I am going to use patch, or you can use put also, doesn't matter. But patch need which record to be updated. So I have to pass the sysid, but I have to pass it with dynamic data. So I will put dollar here, put sys underscore ID. Perfect. And as of now, I will just type here update a record and I will insert an SD so that I will stay on this page itself. Now, this is endpoint patch. Authentication is already there. This ID we are already passing. So let's update the short description. Okay. Let's right click, save now. So in patch method, what will happen when I click on test and when I put the dynamic sysid, which will be configured using business rule. So it will auto update the record from here. If you update here, it will update over there. You don't have to worry for that. So I am going to update just the short description. You can take any example. You can take n numbers of JSON body, doesn't matter. Come back here, auto generate the variable. It is generating you the SD and sysid on the top. So now come back to business rule, and this time e-bonding is there. So I will put here update, right click, insert and stage. So I'm creating another business rule, and this time will be after update because last time was after insert. So whenever somebody will update the record, then this rule will be called. And what is the code I will be receiving from here? Click on preview script users. Copy the code. So I'm copying only these two parts. Rest remains the same. And we'll come back to business rule. Remove everything from here. Put it whatever we have copied. Format it. Come back. SD will be current.short description. And sysid will be current.sysid. And that's all. That's all. So why current? Because we are writing a business rule. Business rule work on the current table which you have selected. When the record is inserted, updated, deleted or queried. And what it will do, it will check the currents of short description when you are going to update it after update. And advanced section will call this script indirectly, which is nothing but it will go to our REST message. It will go to our REST method. But this is not our method. Our method is update. So I have to copy that update method, update a record. Copy this, come back, put it back. So indirectly we are going there. We are executing this with the help of execute command. And now I am just doing the same thing. So click on save now. There you go. So now we have e-bonding update and we have added it. So now let's go to incident table, same incident table, refresh it, and let's change the short description. The short description is update same record. Ideally, what will happen? Right now on the third party, we have testing e-bonding. You can refresh and check. This has to be updated with this, update same record. And now when I click on save, we should get a message on the top record. Obviously, I have to change this message name over here, which is instead of record created, we could have given record updated. So let's give that. So that will not be confusing for you. Save it. Refresh the page again. No worries. And here we can update the same record for my student. Okay. Right click, save. Record updated. 200. Let's go and check whether the same record is updated or not. And you will be surprised. See, same record for my student. So this is how you will dynamically update the record just by using sysid. So I am again repeating what you have to do for update command. So you have to create a REST message, just pass a dynamic sysid and create a variable so that you can get a script uses. Click on script uses, copy this. If you have already created in the past, it will be easy for you. Come to business rule. Whenever the record someone is updating after update, this business rule will execute, and in the advanced section, it will go and execute this part. So current sysid will be the current record sysid. Right now, current record sysid is 8868. This will be updated. Not all the records will be updated. So one by one, it will be updated. And then short description will be updated. If you have to update more, then you can go ahead and add the parameters here. Let's say, for example, you have to add description. You will add description, make it dynamic, $DESC. Okay. Give a comma here on the top, comma. Save it. Copy this variable name. Okay, let's come back here on the script. Just copy this, put it back. What is the variable name which we have given here? DEST. Copy this variable name and put it here and put current dot description. And that's all. So now description will also be updated. So let me go and do that. Refresh the page. And description is, this is ServiceNow. If there is no ACL on this, let's go and check. This is ServiceNow. So it is working perfectly fine. So this is what put and patch is. Instead of patch, you can use put. Doesn't matter. You can go ahead and use put method here. Everything is fine. So that's all for this video. And the next day, when we are meeting tomorrow on this YouTube platform, I am going to complete our HRSD series, which is of last video life cycle event. So 8th video is already done. 9th video is there. So we are going to complete that. And stay tuned for the next week where I'm bringing UI Builder series from scratch. So you will be able to build your own workspace with beautiful update. And guys, very important point. Please go and buy that book. It's not for me. It's for the social cause. So you can go to the website, which I have already mentioned on my LinkedIn on multiple places. The website is this one, which I will ping in the description also. Go here, log in with the credentials. See, I have mentioned alert also. You have to log in with these credentials. And now it's for a cause. Go and log in, select your payment mode, pay the amount, just $9.99 or $14 is not a big amount. Purchase that book, and that book is really gonna super cool. You can go and check it. And you are at 327 position, means 326 book is already placed in last 1 month. You can go and be part of this great social event. So that's all for today. Thank you so much. We'll meet in the next video, and thanks for showing so much of love. We'll meet in meetups also very soon. Whoever watching the video, stay connected and give a thumbs up, and don't, don't think like I will be not creating a videos. I will be from now. I will be creating. I was super occupied with lot of things. You will get to know in upcoming days why I was super occupied. Where I'm going right now, you will get to know in my LinkedIn channel. So that's all for today. Let's meet in the next video. Till then, thank you so much. Have a great day ahead.